Welcome to Mommy's to Chef, and today I'm going to teach you how to make Tres Leches Cake or Pastel de Tres Leches. So we're going to begin by separating 6 eggs. And you want to put your egg whites in one bowl, in a mixing bowl. Then you can use a standard mixer or a handheld. You can even use this by hand. My mom does it that way sometimes. So 6 eggs, and you do not want to put any other egg yolks in your egg whites or else they would not rise, okay? Let's move on to it. Oh wait, hold on. Let's get our dry ingredients going too. So let's get 1 cup of flour and then 1 tablespoon of baking powder. And that's our dry ingredients. Mix that really well. And this is like sifting almost. I eliminated that process because I'm a little lazy. But just mix it really well. Let's move on to our kitchen. We're going to start whipping our eggs until they're super stiff. See, they're pretty stiff. And once they're stiff, I'm going to add my sugar little by little so I don't deflate the bubbles, okay? That was 3/4 of a cup of sugar. As you can see, they're pretty stiff. Okay, so I'm going to put our egg yolks. And I don't know if you noticed, but in this recipe, I didn't use any butter or any oil. And the reason is that I didn't do that. It's because you want the cake to be super dry. Because once I add my tres leches, it's just gonna get super moist, okay? That's the reason why. Our egg yolks and our egg whites are pretty mixed in together. Now I'm gonna add our flour slowly. And while my machine is running. If you have a handheld, you can use an extra hand. And mix that really well. This is my mom's recipe. This is how she does it. I usually fold it in, but it takes longer. She does it like this and she has no problem with it, so I figured I'll try it. You want to grease your cake pan pretty well. I do this on top of the sink so it doesn't get everywhere, really. And I'm going to pour our beautiful butter. Look how gorgeous that is. And I'm going to pop it in the oven for exactly 22 minutes. And I'm going to show you how we make our tres leches mixture. These are tres leches, and I have a love affair with all these 3. So we're going to have our condensed milk, which is delicious. I love this. Simply good. Your heavy cream, and that's 1 can. 1 cup of heavy cream. And 1 can of evaporated milk. And every time I open a can of this, it reminds me of Halloween. Okay, mix that well together, and that's gonna go on top of our cake. And I'll show you how to put that on. Took my cake out of the oven, I let it cool, and it does rise, and then it collapses a little. But don't worry, because we are gonna invert it, and you're not gonna be able to. So I'm gonna take that out gently. Should I use parchment paper? I was too lazy. Okay, so it doesn't collapse too much. I take it, I turn off the oven once it's done, and I let it sit there with the door a little bit open for an additional 5 minutes. Okay, so now I'm just piercing it through with a wooden skewer so we can put our tres leches. So really pierce it through, and now I'm going to gently add our cream. Tres leches. Oh, it's so good. And just take your time, and you want to use a cake pan with a lip, because this is it's gonna flood a little bit. And take your time and let it absorb, because that's what you want. A really, really moist cake. And this cake is perfect for this because it absorbs everything. It's better than a regular sponge cake because it's just too moist for this recipe. I'm gonna keep going until it absorbs it all, and then pop it in the fridge. I'm gonna make our whipped cream. I'm gonna take 1.5 cups of heavy cream, and I'm gonna whip that. Before we come to our soft cream, we add our sugar, and that's powdered sugar, and it's a 1/4 cup. And keep whipping until it's fluffy. Frosting my cake. You can also bake it in one of these dishes and just leave the cake in there and then just put your whipped cream on top. That's pretty easy. So you don't have to invert it or worry that it will collapse. You just cover it with the cream. So I'm gonna make it look pretty because I like cakes like that. I'll show you what it looks like. I ran out of cream, so try to make 2 cups of heavy cream and half a cup of powdered sugar, okay? So just increase the recipe a little bit. And 1 bit. Cream everywhere. They're gonna be big. Okay, so I'm gonna form little peaks because that's what tres leches are known for. To make it look pretty. I went to Chile and over there they coat their tres leches cake with meringue and then they flambe it on top, and I think it's so good that way because you already have the heaviness of the cream inside the cake, so I think it complements it so well. And there you go, our tres leches cake. It's beautiful and it's absolutely amazing. Thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and do so, and thank you so much. See you guys later. Bye. Trying this, it became my favorite cake. What are your favorite cakes? Have I made it yet? I've made banana, carrot, red velvet. So which one's your favorite?